hello, Green Spring. Today is Monday, February 1st, Iowa Caucus Day. Anyway, 2016, I'm Fran Duval, your host for today, and our first guest is Eli Ayoub, who is the Dining Service Director. And is it Dining Director or Dining Service
It is Director of Dining Services.
Director of Dining Services. And we like to get those titles right.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're here now 4 weeks, and so you've had time to find some pros and cons and see what needs to be maybe put out to our residents to highlight certain things about dining service that maybe you've noticed they don't know as much as they should. What do you think about that?
Well, Frank, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for having me on your show. I just finished my 4th week, so I spent 4 weeks meeting as many residents as possible, listening and just gathering comments, ideas, concerns. So I have a bucket full of all these different things. It's also at the same time, I'm trying to earn the trust of my staff and my residents. So now, moving forward and part of that bucket list that we have is the menus, the varieties, and some of the weight concerns, and specials, and I don't know what I'm having, and all that. So the best part, the greatest news right now, as we speak right now, Woodland Skies and Fireside were working on a menu workshop. So we're looking to enhance the menus and the variety of all these menus. Hopefully by next week, starting next week, each venue or each restaurant, I'm starting by a social hours, 3 sessions each venues, inviting about 50 to 60 residents to discuss some of the menu enhancements, the new varieties, the specials, the rotation of the old favorites, and the quality of the product, the freshness of the product we'll be buying and we'll be utilizing, and to get as much feedback as possible. One thing on my first show 4 weeks ago, I've promised that I'm a person, I do not make any change, or I wouldn't even work on anything without getting residents, dining committees, and all appropriate parties on board. So this way everything is communicated well. We're able to sit down and answer questions. And the reason why I'm inviting only 50, 60 people at a time, the smaller the group, the more intimate this means. Whatever questions you have, your question is able to answer and at least leave with a satisfied answers. Instead of grouping about 150 to 100 people at times, and most of the time, some people don't feel like, or they feel that they did not gather or they did not hear what they actually wanted to hear. So this is the reason why I'm inviting 50 to 60 people at a time. Phyllis, my administrative assistant, will be sending the flyers out, and we'll be asking the residents to start calling in and reserve. That will give us really the time to sit down and discuss the freshness of the newer menu.
Good. That sounds like a good plan.
It's going to be, I personally believe, and working with my team on it, it's really is going to bring excitement back to the restaurants, excitement of the product that is being used and the varieties, and also if I'm able to bring you anything 5 to 7 different specials additional to the menu every single week, and that rotates every week or so, that gives you more variety, so you won't feel like I'm stuck with the exact same menu items.
Yeah. That has been one of the issues, of course.
Which is so true. I've asked my management team, I said, what's your favorite restaurant? So I picked one down the street. I said, okay, they have about 30 to 35 menu items. But how many items does it actually appeals to you? They say 5 or 6. And I've said to them, if we're only then looking at 5 or 6, and this we're going to have it with our residents, doesn't mean that those are 5 or 6 entrees you can eat for the rest of the months. We need a variety. Right. So bringing the specials to the menus and bringing more different entrees and able to enhance or upgrade or even change our menus every month, that will bring excitement to the table, brings variety to the tables. But the best part is whatever we bring to the table has to be fresh. Frozen vegetables. Why? There is no reason why we have frozen vegetables. Why can't we get fresh seafood every day? Why can't we get fresher, natural raised product, rather product that's been injected with a lot of different hormones or steroids? We can buy a fresher product. That will enhance that center of the plate. Then if we work on the simplicity of the menus, that will allow the kitchen to train and masterize the new productions. Remember, our staff came in from a massive produce kitchen to cook to order. That takes a lot of trainings. So I'm going to need to spend enough time with our staff, our culinary staff in the kitchen, showing them how to cook to orders. And then explaining back to our residents the reason why we shifted from the massive amount of cooking to cook to order. Do you like steaks, Fran?
Yes, but I do want it cooked to order.
You want it to cook to order. So this way, if you want a medium
I don't want it to
rare,
have sitting there somewhere.
so this is the advantage of the cook to order. So this way, if you want it well done, you want it medium rare, you want it rare, you want it medium, we're able to cook it to perfection and bring it to your table. The same thing with if let's say we have a fried catfish. If a resident comes back and say, hey, Eli, may I have that catfish broiled? Yes, you may, even though because we're not cooking batch, we're battering and frying that fish to order. There is no reason when I can take that fresh piece of fish and just put it on a pan and put it in the oven or the broiler and able to broil a piece of fish. So this is the advantage of the fresh cooking. Same thing when it comes to the vegetables. You know, you might like them, crisp. I might like them softer. Some other residents might like them differently. That will give us the ability to cook them. So when we're done with the menus, my goal is to send them up to our net menu. So this way we have the proper recipes. And I've heard a lot of residents asking for nutrient informations. So if we're able to pull all these menus, pull all the nutrients, and have a binder outside of each venue, each restaurant, the residents can go in and see how is this recipe made, what is the calorie count, what is the fat count, what is the sodium count. So we're able to see all these information. So this is the ultimate goals when it comes to the menus. Behind the scene, we need a lot of trainings. So, and that's where we need to start working with the wait staff and working with our cooks in the kitchen. To be able to sit down and wait 15 to 20 minutes for an entree, it is too long. The cooks need to be able to cook and we say would execute that plate as quick as possible, no more than 12 minutes. So that's going to require a lot of trainings and with our kitchen staff. And this is our ultimate goal, is to go back with our culinary team and able to train them. And the same thing with the wait staff and the front of the house supervisor, and able to start engaging our residents and create a quality dining experience. It's not about waking up in the morning and feeling, oh my God, how am I going to feed myself today? It's going to be, I want to look forward to go to the dining room. It's going to be a quality dining experience, create fun atmosphere, create an engagement between our staff and residents, and able to enjoy. It's not a complaint session anymore. It is a fun, relax, meeting my friends and have a good quality dining experience.
May I give you a suggestion from
Yes,
the
ma'am.
folks that I associate with and eat with? The bar at Woodland Skies is not open early enough. Right, Bill? Right. That needs to be open before 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Because many of us are coming, either we want to drink before dinner or we're coming to a function that we want to drink, and to have to wait till 4 o'clock on the dot, you can get a glass of wine. I mean, that's insane. And you know what's happening? We're bringing down our own bottle of wine instead. So you're losing money.
I'm losing money. No,
All right.
I think
So-
that this is an easy fix.
Okay.
Looking at the bar and having a cocktail early, no, this is really truly an easy fix.
Good.
It's like I said, our
Of course, the young staff can't do the bar. It has to be one of the persons of the correct age.
definitely
And then their ability to make a drink if somebody wants.
Of course. I mean,
a
that's
mixed
an
drink.
easy fix. I will talk to the
I
management
mean, you can
team.
go to the bistro and get a drink, early. You can't do it here. And a lot of events take place. We get out of an event downstairs, a theater event or an academic event. We come up. It's not time to eat dinner. We want to have a drink while we're waiting. can't get in the bar. I mean, really.
That's an
objected.
easy fix.
Thank you. Would you put that in the top of the bucket?
Top of the bucket?
Yeah.
So, okay,
Your
I mean,
little bucket list.
if the cocktail or the glass of wine, more important than the filet on that
Absolutely,
plate.
absolutely.
That's fine. That's an easy fix. That's what's going to make everybody happy. I'll go down in a bartender and open bottles of wine. So.
But seriously, I mean, we're
Definitely,
joking about it,
definitely.
but it's truly aggravating to come up from an event and you can't get a drink. Until,
I think that's easy fix, Fran.
Okay.
I think we can work on it. I will talk to
Okay,
Corey and
great.
his team. It's
Now,
easy
now
to put
speaking
somebody.
of the bistro, does
Yes.
that come under your
Definitely.
purview?
Yes.
Okay, as
Yes.
well. Yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't-
the bistro, the cafe, the Jefferson, Woodland Skies, and the Firesides, all 5 locations. Also,
What about
the
over
Garden
Garden
Ridge,
Ridge? Oh,
definitely the
okay.
dining program in Garden Ridge.
Okay.
As soon as we're done with Fireside and the Woodland Skies, that to include the bistro and the cafe, the next step we're moving forward with the Jefferson. And that will be also a similar way, doing a menu workshop, then inviting a group of residents to discuss these menus, and then we
Right.
bring, print out all the nutrients and the recipes. The 4th step will be the Garden Ridge, and also to be able to provide our healthcare residents the exact same quality of dining experience in the health center.
Okay, and you're focusing on the people who carry out, right?
I have a few ideas about the carryout.
Oh, good. Which
as
is
much
actually what I do mostly.
as much as I want to jump on it immediately, I think we should take things one thing at a time.
All right.
Let's master what we're doing with the first steps, and then we can move on and just
Okay.
jump on that next step. If we
I'll
try
hold
to
you to
take
it.
on everything at the same time, it's gonna slow us down, and it's gonna get some of our staff. I like to keep things in order and organized. So the carry out, yes, it is. I don't call it challenge. I think we have opportunities of making it less hectic and
Good.
able to get whatever you ask for.
Well, and to represent this idea of fine dining, if I may use that phrase, you know.
Definitely. So
anyway,
that's as soon as I get the back of the house, the menus, the qualities, the product we're buying, that's set and ready to go, and that should not take us more than maybe 3 to 4 weeks max, and at least get the feedback of our residents and the dining committees and every appropriate party. I mean, we need. I need support. I cannot just go in and put something on the table, and if you don't like it, it's going to come back against me. If I can get everyone's feedbacks and I can take those feedback and implement them back into the same menu, at least we get to leave with the majority of us happy. Then we can look, like say, we can start looking at the takeouts. I personally would like us to cut down some of the styrofoam and the disposable containers that we have. I would love us down the road even do a room service where we can deliver like a hotel in Chinas and glasswares and able to feel like you're like at a hotel, get things, your food on a nice plate, just like dining in a restaurant. So I have the ideas, but again, I need the support of the residents.
Sure.
We need to discuss it. I need to discuss it with my staff and take those ideas to turn them into a system. Because if we don't have a systems place, I mean, we can dream about a lot of stuff, but if we're not going to be able to assemble it and turn it into a systems and our staff able to carry on, it's going to fail.
By the way, the wait staff is terrific.
Thank you. They're great.
They're all, I mean, we grandmother types and grandfather types appreciate these young people and their efforts they're putting out, Listen, our time's just about up, and you have laid out a number of challenges and direction you want to go. And if anybody wants to talk to Eli, you can go over to Town Center.
Correct.
He's located across from the medical center.
The medical
is what
center.
I'm trying
Correct.
to say.
Yes.
I mean, I don't mean to just identify you that way, but most people here know where the medical center is. So, okay.
Well, friend, thank you. I just want to let our residents know, please come and see me with any comment or concerns. and also see the managers in the dining room before you leave that dining room.
Right.
So there is any small incidents, a lot of time can be corrected right then before you get to leave the dining room upsets or concerns, and then you're not heard. So take the time to reach out to us. Let's talk about your concerns. Let's talk about, I mean, you call it challenges. I call them opportunities, because
Okay,
there's things
well-
that we really can really enhance and makes things better. And the reason why I'm saying word enhance, I think we've said the word change so many times to a point our residents now feels word change is a hurtful word.
What's next?
So we're not changing. We are enhancing, we're fixing, we're building the quality within the same current cycle that we have.
All right,
Okay.
we're going to look forward to it all. And I'm sure you're going to be a regular on the show, keeping us up to date.
Definitely.
Month by month. So,
Definitely.
or every 2 months or whatever. Thank you very much for
Thank you
coming.
so much, friend.
Stay tuned now. We've got some special things to show you right now.